Hello, grade 12 learners. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Today, we're going to be dealing with data handling when it comes to mean, median, mode, and range, good people. It is very important to master these things because you're going to find them until in your final examination in grade 12. So it is very important to know it whether you're in grade 11 or 10 or 9 or 8. It's fine. You are in the right place to watch the video. So now we're going to be dealing with this topic called data handling, good people. It is very important to understand that we're going to be dealing with what? With data handling. Does that make sense? So now we have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about data handling. Good people, we are handling data here, as I say. Now let us move now to 3.1.2 as I've written here that it's what summarizing data objectives. So now we have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about summarizing data objective. Number one, good people, here's the learning outcomes that I want you to know. At the end of this section, good people, you must be able to do the following. When I talk about the following, I'm talking about what you must be able to calculate the mean, you must be able to calculate the median, you must be able to identify mode for arranged data. You must also be able to calculate range. I hope that makes sense. I believe that makes sense, good people, and you are going to remember me. Now we have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about mean. We have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about median. We have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about mode. We have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about range. Just to highlight in you, good people. When we talk about mean, you add all the numbers and divide by the total of the numbers. I believe that makes sense. I'm going to explain it into details. Mean, you add all the numbers that you are given, then you divide by the total of the numbers, then you get your final answer. When we talk about the median, good people, we are talking about the middle number. But for you to get the median, first of all, you have to arrange the numbers in order for you to find what the median. Then when we talk about the mode or the modal number, we are talking about the number that appears the most. I hope that makes sense. Then when we talk about the range, good people, we are talking about what? The bigger number minus the small number. I hope that makes sense. So now, here it is. They are saying here, analyze measures of central tendency and make deductions about the trends in the data given. Does that make sense? So when we talk about the central tendency, good people, we are talking about only three things. We are talking about the mean, we are talking about the median, we are talking about the mode. And then the range is not the central tendency, good people. It's a measurement of spread, but I'm going to explain it in details as we are learning. Here's a summary, good people, or summarizing data that I've written for you is that once the collected data has been classified and organized, it is important to summarize the data in order to provide additional information regarding what the trends of the data set. Here's the measurement of what of the central tendency. There are three measures of central tendency. As I've explained to you, it's median, it's mean, median, and mode. There are only three. I hope that makes sense. Then now, let us move to the mean. Let us understand what is a mean and what is happening when we talk about mean. Good people, here's the formula that you should always use when you have to calculate what the mean. Sum of all values in data set divide by total number of values in data set. I believe that makes sense. We are going to answer the questions regarding the mean so that you can understand, but please try to write that formula. Sum of all numbers in data set divide by total number of values in data set. By saying so, we are simply saying that, let's say now we have 1 up to 10. Let us just make an example. We have 1 up to 10. So you're going to add those numbers 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Remember, how many numbers do we have? We have 10 of them. Then the answer that you're going to get from there, you're going to divide it by 10. I believe that makes sense. I believe that makes sense, good people. I believe we are understanding of what we are talking about. That's what we are talking about when we talk about the mean. That's what we are talking about when we talk about the mean. Let us just do it in practical. For instance, we are given 1 plus, we are given 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, right? I believe that makes sense. Then what are we going to do? We have to count. How many numbers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means here we're going to say divide by 10. I believe that makes sense. So we're going to take all of these numbers and then we do what? We divide by 10. I hope everyone is understanding of what is happening here, good people. Then we're going to say divide by 10. We're going to divide by 10 here. We're going to divide by 10 here. We say equals to. This is how we calculate our mean. So when we add all of these numbers, that means it's going to give us what? 55. It's going to give us 55. It's going to give us 55. And then we're going to say 55 divided by 10. 55 divided by 10. That's how we calculate our mean. 55 divided by 10. That's how we find our mean. I believe no one is going to get this one wrong anymore, good people. Then when we say 55 divided by 10, it will give us what? 5.5. That's our mean that we were looking for. It's going to be 5.5. I hope it makes sense. Let us now move, good people. Let us now move to the median. When we talk about the median, they say all data values must be arranged in ascending order. That means we must arrange the numbers in an ascending order. Remember, ascending order is from the smallest to the biggest. I believe that one is clear. Number two, they say the median is the middle value of an ordered data set. That means it's the middle number after arranging the numbers in an ascending order. Then they say it can be calculated if the data set is numerical. That means it will always be numerical. We cannot calculate the median if it's what? It's a categorical. Then now let us move to the mode. When we talk about the mode, good people, they say the mode is the data values that occurs mostly frequently in a data set. That means it's a number that appears the most. They say if two values occur more frequently, then the data set is referred to as what? Bimodal. Does that make sense? So sometimes instead of using what? Mode in your examination, they can use what? Modal. Does that make sense? So you must be able to understand when we talk about mode, we are talking about what? Modal. Then now they say it can be determined for both numerical and categorical data. That means now when we talk about mode, it can be numerical, it can also be what? Categorical. Then now let us talk about the range, good people. When we talk about the range, here's the formula for range. We have to understand what are we talking about when we talk about the range. They say the range of data indicates the difference between the highest and the lowest values in the data set. E.g., we have what? Range is equals to what? To the highest value minus the small value. Then it's going to give us what? Our range. I believe that makes sense. Does that make sense, good people? Then now here we are saying that the range is, if the range is small, the data is what? Cluttered together. And if the range is larger, then the data is more spread apart. Does that make sense? So here's the note that I've written for you is that range is not part of measurements. I mean measures of central tendency, but measures of spread. We are measuring the spread, the gap or the vacuum between that bigger number and that small number. Here's the examples or the work that we should deal with here. 1.1, it says, Mr. Shungwani's grade 12G mathematical literacy class test marks out of 20 are as follows. We have what? 18, 12, 15, 15, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then here's the question saying to us, we must calculate the mean. The question is saying to us, we must calculate the mean. Remember, I said the mean, you add all the values, then you divide by the total of the values. I believe that makes sense. For instance, here we have 18, we have 18, 12. Okay, first of all, let us arrange them in an ascending order. I believe that makes sense. Let us arrange them in an ascending order. That means we're going to say 12, 15, 15, 15, and then 15. Oh, how many 15? We have 3 15s there, which is we said 12, 15, 15, 15. Then now we're gonna say 17, and then we say 18. Then we say 18 again. Then we say 19. Then we say 20. Now we have arranged the numbers in what? Ascending order or in order. Does that make sense? Then what should we do now? After arranging them, good people, we have to add all of these numbers. That means now we're going to say 12, and then we say plus 15, plus 15, plus 15, plus 17, plus 18, plus 18, plus 19, plus 20, right? Then after arranging them, remember now we are adding them. Then we said we divide by the total of the numbers. That means when we get here, good people, remember here we are calculating what the mean. Then we're going to do this. This is the line for divide, good people. Don't mind my handwriting. Ne? And then how many numbers? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers. That means we're going to divide by 9. Right? Then we're going to say equals to. We're going to say equals to. So now, good people, we don't do everything at the very same time. But what are we going to do? We're going to add all of these numbers: 12, 15, 15, 15, 17, 18, 18, 19, 20, which it will give us 149. 149. It's going to give us 149. We're going to get 149. Then we divide by 9. Remember, we haven't used this 9. Then we divide by 9. I hope that makes sense. Then we divide by 9. Sorry guys for that circle there. Just forget about it. And then we find our final answer here. Then when I punch my calculator, I get 16.6. 16.6. Remember, we have to round off the numbers, right? That's what we're gonna get. That's how we get our marks. Then now, let us move to the next question. Remember, good people, we are done calculating our mean. We now have to move to the next question, which the next question, it says, find the median of the data set. We must now find what the median of the data set. Remember, good people, we have arranged the numbers in an ascending order, which the numbers, they are in order now. So now we have to find what? The median, right? How are we going to find our median here? Our median, good people, is going to be 17, because 17 is what is in the middle. So 17 is going to be what? Our median, because here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. On the other side, we have how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4. So our median is going to be 17. So now we're going to come here and write our median. So our median here is going to be what? 17. That's our median. I believe that makes sense. That's going to be median. Then now let us go to the mode. How are we going to find the mode? Remember we said the mode is the number that appears the most. So here, good people, we have to find our what? Our mode. What will be our mode here? Our mode is going to be 15. Why do we say our mode is 15? Because we have how many 15? We have 3 15s. That is why we say our mode is 15. We have 1, 2, 3. We're not going to count this 18. I can see that 18 appears twice, but we're not going to consider it because there is a number that appears how many times? 3 times. Do we understand, good people? So our mode is going to be what? Is going to be 15. That's how we find our mode. So our mode is going to be number 15. Our mode is going to be 15. I hope we are understanding. Then now we have to determine what the range. How are we going to determine the range? We are going to determine the range in this way, good people. Remember we said the range is a bigger number minus the small number. That means here we're going to say highest minus the lowest, which is going to say 20 minus 12. That's how we're going to get our range, right? Our range is going to be 20 minus 12. Then we get 8. Our final answer is going to be 8. That's how we deal with our mathematical literacy, good people. Good people, you cannot fail if ever you're going to take everything that I'm telling you into the consideration. Here's another numbers, or here's another activity that I think it will be very much helpful for us to understand it. They say to us, Mr. Shungwani's grade 12G mathematical literacy examination marks out of 100 are as follows. We have 50, 26, 72, 37, 53, 23, 89, 67, 53, and 42. Then they say here we must calculate what? The mean. Remember, good people, already I've told you how to calculate the mean. You do what? You arrange the numbers in an what? In an ascending order. But even though you didn't arrange them in an ascending order, it's fine. Let us just write them here. Let us just write them here. Right? Here's our numbers. Then now we're going to put what? Addition sign. We're going to keep on putting addition sign to show that these numbers, we are adding them now. To show that the numbers are being added. And then we're going to say 37 plus 53. 53 plus 23. 23 plus 89. And then 89 plus 67. 67 plus 53, 53 plus 42. Do you see how did we write them? Now remember, we add all the numbers, then we divide by the total of the numbers. How many numbers do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers this time around. That means we're going to divide by 10. Then we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Then which is here we're going to put what? 10. Here we're going to divide by 10. Then we say equals to. We're going to say equals to. Now we have to understand. Remember I said first of all we add these numbers. When I add all of them on my calculator, they give me 512. It's going to be 512. They give me 512 and then now I say divide by 10. I mustn't forget that I haven't divided. And then I said divide by 10. I say divide by 10. Then I say equals to. That's how I find my mean, which it will give me 551, comma 2. It's going to give me 51,2. That's how we get our mean. I believe it makes sense, my good people. Then now let us move forward to the next question. They say to us, arrange the marks in ascending order. Now we don't have a choice but to do what? To arrange the numbers in an what? In an ascending order. So now we're going to start with what? 23, comma 26, comma 26, and then we say comma 37. I hope I'm writing everything correct. 37, comma 42, comma 50, and then comma 53, comma 53. Then we say comma 53 again. Then we say comma 67. Then we say comma 72. Then the last one we're gonna say comma 89. How many numbers? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how we arrange our numbers in an ascending order from the smallest to the biggest. If they said we must arrange them in a descending order, we're gonna start with 89, which is from the biggest to the smallest. I believe that makes sense. Then now they say to us, write down the mode. We have to write down the mode. What is a mode here? Our mode, good people, it is going to be 53. Our mode here is going to be 53 because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So our mode here, it's going to be 53. And now the reason we said 53, remember the mode is the numbers that appears the most. We have how many? We have 2 of them, which is our mode is going to be what? 53. Does that make sense? So our mode is going to be 53, which is our mode is going to be 53. So our mode is going to be 53. I hope we are understanding. Then now they say determine the range. How do we find the range, good people? Don't forget that is the biggest number minus what? The smallest number. That's how we find our range, the biggest number minus the smallest number. Then we get our what? Our range, which our range is going to be 66. Then the last question they say to us, we must find the median of the data set. The middle number, good people. So now how do we find the median of the data set? We find the median of the data set by doing so. We now have to do what? We now have to find the median. How are we going to find the median? By calculating. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay, here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what do we do when we have 2 numbers now? We have 2 numbers in the middle. We have 2 numbers in the middle. What should we do? This is our median, right? So when things are like this, good people, there is nothing that must make you crack your head. But the only thing that you're gonna do, you're gonna add all of them. You're gonna say 50 plus 53. 53. Remember, don't forget here that we have 50 and 53. Then what do you do with this 50 and 53? You must divide by 2. We must divide by 2, right? Then that's how we get our median. I believe that makes sense. 50 plus 53, it's going to be 103. It's going to be 103. It's going to be 103. And then we divide by 2. Let us not forget that we haven't divided by 2. And then our final answer here, it's going to be 51, 51,5, 5. That's how we deal with our median. Good people, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that you can get more content relating to this and go and get distinctions.